Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Flycatcher. Okay, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, and then I'll switch over to Sharpie, so don't worry if you can't see this. This is totally for me. And I think I am going to use a straight edge, a ruler. So you might want to grab one, or don't, because you don't have to, and that's why I said might. I'm trying to decide as I'm going through with this, like how much I want to do, how much I don't, because it kind of looks cool, and I want to honor that, but I don't know. I almost kind of feel like I don't need to, Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall off. Let's see if I can do this better, like that. Yeah, something like that. I'm off. I'm trying to figure out where. It's not too bad. Okay, I think that'll work. Let's see, this needs to go like that. I'm trying not to fall off the page, that's the other problem. I like the rest of it, so I don't want to move, but some of it is falling off. Okay, let's see. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. I think I can live with that. And what are... Okay, so I also got to figure this out. Circle, circle. Circle, circle. Drip, drip, drip. Okay. I think that might work. And more circles here. Okay, I think I'm ready to switch over to Sharpie now. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, just to see where I'm going to go with that. I may not need the Sharpie, or the straight edge. Let's see where we go and see what happens. But you know what, now that I'm looking at it, this needs to come out here like that. Yeah, sorry, a little more defining, a little more refining. I think I kind of like, yeah, bigger. I'm looking at the overall design and seeing if I'm close. I think I am. I think I'm good. Okay, let's do this and we'll work our way down, and that'll see if we're on the right track. So I'm going to start at this point. I'm going to come all the way in like this, and then I'm going to mark it over like that. It's about right there. This little handle part's going to come down like this, go over, go up, and back like that. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go with a thinner line for that part or not. I might, just to make it stand out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Watch this. So I'm going to connect here. I'm going to go across to here, come down to there, and then boop it. So boop, like that. Boop it. So now I'm going to take my Sharpie pen, and you know what? I've got two Sharpie pens. I've got a medium Sharpie pen and a real fine Sharpie pen. I'm going to go with this one. It's not as fine as this, and I think it's going to get the effect I want it to. So I'll try it out with this and see how it looks. So I'm going to come down like this. So see how it's not as thick? I'm going to come up. Let me point this a little bit. That's not very pointed. That's not going to help me what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to come up with this like that, and then I'm going to connect it right there. So I'm going to come down as close as I can to that, and if it doesn't connect, I'll bring that down. So see, it's not as thick, and that's kind of what I was going for, like a different feel for it, you know? So let's do it like this. Let's go ahead and stick with it. So let's see, it's got a couple ridges or bumps like this. Come down here like that, and come across like that. Then I'm gonna connect them. And again, I'm gonna aim for that, and if I'm not on, I'm not on. It's no big deal. I can always fix it. So I'm gonna get as close as I can without curving. And see, that's what I meant. It's nowhere near it. I didn't curve towards it. All I'm gonna do is extend this line. That's it. Fixed it. Perfect. Okay, so I think I'm going to do all this other stuff with this one as well, just to kind of accent thick versus thin. It's an inking technique, and it just kind of makes certain things stand out, you know? It gives it a flair, a style, a look, you know? And that's what we're going for. Okay. So circle as best you can. If not, don't worry about it. I'm going to do all of them to try to make them look the same. And if they don't all look the same, that's okay. This is how I draw. You draw how you draw. We'll meet somewhere in between. So see, mine aren't all perfect. Alright, so I think that looks good. I like the whole thick versus thin. And even if I didn't, all I had to do is take the Sharpie and just trace over that, you know? You tried something different. I'm proud of you. Okay, so now we're going to follow this all the way down, and I see it's a little crooked, so I'm going to try to straighten it out as I go. But let's just eyeball it. Let's not worry about a Sharpie or a straight edge. Let's just see if we can make it work. Okay, so this little handle thing is something like this. And again, see, some of these got like weird little bumps and ridges, so that's kind of why I don't want to use a Sharpie. A straight edge. Why do I keep saying a Sharpie? It's just ingrained in my head. So I'm gonna kind of try to follow my sketch, but also not, because it's kind of out like that. So I'm trying to bring it back in, and it may be crooked, you know, it's just how it is. This part actually, I'm going to do I lied. I'm going to use a straight edge because this actually does have straight edges to it, except for right there. So I'm going to come down, do a bump, come back onto it, and then go down all the way to here. Okay? So that was a bit too much. I shouldn't have done that much of a line, that much of a bump. But what's done is done. We're just going to keep going. I'm going to stop there because that's where my bump's going to take over there and bring into that. So I'm going to bump it out a little bit like that. Just, that's what I should have done. That was way too much. But like I said, what's done is done. We're not going to worry about it. It's still going to look pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to add like the little base handle thing. I don't know what we're going to call it, but the bottom. The bottom part, that's what I added. So these have little designs in them that I'm going to do with color. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to do something like this, because this is the weird little bump thing that it had. I don't know what it was, but it's the same thing as that. It had some stuff wrapped on it. So I'm going to do that, and then maybe one of these, and that'll kind of, it's kind of like the same idea. It's just some weird, you know, wrapped thing. This has a couple of lines on it we'll go ahead and do. And it has like bolts, something holding it, like that. We're just going to add like little fun stuff, little texture. Okay, so yeah, so let's take care of the rest with color. So that is Flycatcher. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.